Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 212A, the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the east spawn, or north spawn you could say, of Halluf. And this one is under the command of angelina75. Yes, she's back and she sent in a replay. Talon hasn't sent in one yet because he's not having such great games. He's actually rather under the weather at the moment. And Angelina's doing a marvellous job looking after him and after Remy too. 212A could have either the B4, the BR2 howitzer, which is the 152mm, or it can have the B4 howitzer. That's what you've got here, the B4, 203mm caliber, capable of 900 alpha and penetrating 52mm of armour, and she's loaded it with nothing but HE with stun. There you go, there's the figures. Now from this position she can actually see the enemy, or the northwest corner of the map where the enemy tanks are going to turn up very shortly. Everyone always turns up here sooner or later. Well, AMX-50B got through, and another one's turned up at Char Future 4, but she can't get shots on that guy for the moment. 2 Arty in this game. It's a tier 10 game. The other Arty is an Object 261. She's got the tier 9. Oh, what a great hit! It's only 160 hit points, but the enemy tank took a massive amount of damage all at the same time. So it looks like one of our teammates actually hit him. And so, yes, we got some stun assist as well off that. And the enemy chieftain, or Carnarvon rather, is out of the... Was it the Carnarvon? Yes, it was. Carnarvon is out of the game. So that's a good start. Okay, she's reloaded. Her reload time is 30.11. The book reload is 37, so she's not 7 seconds off. Fires ahead of the Char Future and gets her kill. Very well worked out. She calculated where the Char Future 4 was going and planted the shell in his path, and he just walked into it, and he's out the game now. So she's taken a gun barrel off the enemy team. And she's actually getting close to the enemy to try and get a quicker reaction. Sometimes it doesn't work if you get too close to the enemy, but of course, if you do use the P in SPG, which is what we preach, then you can actually sometimes take advantage of the enemy by getting close to their cap area before they're ready. And of course, she's got another reason for actually moving, and that's actually down to the fact that an enemy tank has actually turned up near her cap area. And although there is that Object 261, she doesn't really want to meet the E50 if she can help it. But she was rather close down the cliff, or close down the over to the west of the map, just near the village, and she would have been spotted by that E50. We can't see the E50 at the moment, mainly because there's nobody spotting in that area. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually looking for us at the moment. I'm trying to find that Object 261 as well. We're picking up loads of stun assist off that last shot on the M48 pattern. So even not actually hitting the tank, just stunning it, has had a considerable effect. And that is going to have an effect upon the result at the end. Okay, the enemy is suffering. They're down by 5. She's lining up a shot in the T92. She's fully dialed in, rounds out. And she got him! Yep, she got him. She splashed him enough and took him out of the game. So she's got a second kill in this game. But the E50 did find our Object 261 and put him out of the game. But we're not going to be in that general area. We're actually moving away, and the Carnarvon is actually going off to deal with that E50. And although somebody is capping at the moment, which I think might be their tank destroyer, they do have a tank destroyer around there as well as the E50. I don't think that E50 is going to get a chance to get Angelina, because she's moving away as fast as those tracks will carry her. As you know, it's not a particularly fast Arty, because it's only got 35 kilometers an hour top speed, and that's down to the fact that it's a heavy tank weighing 57.5 tons. a tank that's actually based on the hull of the KV-1 originally, modified to actually give extra armor. Then they called it the KV-220, and technically it's a tier 5 hull, but in actual fact it's a tier 7. She can hit that T-28 prototype now, lines him up, rounds out, and direct hit. Oh no, it was actually directly in front of him, so the enemy have got 3 in the cap, but they've been interrupted, and now that means our guys do have a chance of winning. They do have tanks nearby their own cap, but Angelina's going to put a shell in if she can to get a reset. She knows where that E4 is. That would be the better bet because he's actually... And we've capped out. Will she get another shot? Fires it, and yes, she got a direct hit right at the very end. Well, that was a furious game of capping at the end to see who could win, and Angelina made entirely the right decision to use the P and SPG and move the moment she could see that AMX-50 was on its, or the E-50 rather, was on its way up to try and get close to our cap and take out our Arty. She got a third-class tanker out of that game, which actually puts her in the lead as regards the contest. You never know. Talon might be able to get a replay in or two before the Sunday deadline. She also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that one. It's only showing 4 here, but presumably that includes the ones she got previously. And the win 8 was 602. Well, she didn't do a huge amount of damage in the game because she was having to move and keep moving. And most of the tanks she actually hit, she was stunning them rather than actually doing damage to them. And she was picking up a nice amount of stun, which is why she got the third class. If we look at the team scores, we can see that Angelina was way down the table. She only got 680 actual damage, 680 hit points. The highest damage in the game went to the Object 140, who got 4,176. The second highest was the Cobra, 3,712. And you can see these two tanks are actually very efficient at actually generating a lot of damage. And the third highest in the game actually went to the AMX-50B on the enemy team with 2,276. When it came to kills, it was the Object 140 with 4 kills. The Cobra managed to get 2, so did Angelina. And remember, those are splash kills as well. And the T110E4 got 2, so did the ST1 and the E50 on the enemy team. And Angelina, by moving, actually avoided that E50 getting her kill as well, rather getting her as another kill. And when it came to base XP, it's the Cobra who comes out on top with 971, 892 to the Object 140, 784 to the Bisonte C45. Angelina picked up 638. The reduced scores really are mostly down to the fact that this was a capping game at the end, and when you get capping games, you don't collect all of the hit points off the enemy vehicles, and as a consequence, you don't get very high XPs at the end. But Angelina did entirely the right thing, and actually I'd say that she was instrumental in getting the win for the team, because she did get a reset by firing the shell at the tanks that are in there, including the T-28 prototype, which she reset once, and she did actually hit the T110E4, although I think that was after they'd actually clocked out the win. So pretty sure she did benefit. Let's have a look and see how much damage she did to that T110E4. It's not showing, actually. Surprisingly, it didn't count. They didn't include it, which I think is a bit odd, because we did see the shell disappear as if it did strike the target. We can see that she did definitely hit that T92 HMC for 222 hit points and claimed his soul on the game. And the T28 prototype, she definitely got him for 188. So, yes, she did reset at least one of the guys in the cap. Go to detail, we can see that she only fired 6 rounds, got 5 splashes on the enemy. She didn't actually get direct hits at all, but 5 splashes, and that yielded her 680 hit points of actual damage. 4 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, 1,279 hit points of stun assist of 3 stuns. And she reset the cap for 6 defense points. So yes, I think she did actually help in that cap, because they were very close together at one particular point, and it looked like the enemy were going to cap out at exactly the same time. It's going to be a draw. On a free-to-play account, Angelina earned 18,021 credits, And after ammunition resupply took away 6,561 credits profit, 638 base XP times 2 for the first victory, 1,276 experience points altogether. So yes, that was a good start to the week. Hopefully Angelina will get time for another replay to send in, and we'll do that one for you so you can see who wins, and if talent feels any better, get well soon. We're all thinking about you, asking you to pull through, you and Remy as well, because it's never nice when you're feeling ill, and we do appreciate your sending in the replays every week so we get to see who wins the contest. If you enjoyed that little replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.